Are you feeling more anxious and worried than you've ever been? Is anxiety constantly at the forefront of your mind during this time? Are you constantly on a chase of what is the news update and then worry about the repercussion this pandemic will have on your financial economy? Are you often pondering on the question that when are we going to go back to the life that we once knew? Will this life be back to normal again? These were the questions that I was asked just this last few days, multiple times. And it suddenly hit me that, wow, generally, people are really very anxious and worried about the situation. Now, if you are not the slightest worried at all, then this video is not for you. But if you are, then be sure to stay to the end as I share with you my tips of how I manage my mental capital during this time.
With so many of us so anxious about the disease,
that a report from Mental Health America says anxiety is at an all-time high around COVID-19.
Well, let's face it, we humans are expert of worrying. However, in the Bible, in the book of Mathew, chapter 6, verse 27, it says, "Can any one of you add a single hour to your life by worrying?" So stop wasting your energy in the places that is not edifying, not empowering, and not enriching at all. Well, I know you can snap back at me and say, "Yeah, easy for you to say. How not to worry?" Well, my simple approach is to constantly remind myself to just let it rain. Yes, just let it rain. First alphabet in rain is R. R is for recognizing. There's two things that we need to recognize for now. Number one is to recognize that the situation that we are in currently, in a factual, objective way. No adding of what if, no adding of hypothetical, no adding of any prediction for. Also, not taking, not discounting anything from it. It is just simply, we are in a pandemic, nothing is going to change now, period. Second thing to recognize is, God is still God. He still reigns sovereign and in control. It is promised all over the Bible that God is for us and with us. So if God is for us, who can be against us? It is said so in Romans chapter 8, verse 31. After recognizing it, there's two routes that we can take. Number one, it is an unconscious unwillingness to accept what it is, which is the current situation. It is a resistance. We are very good in saying no. We are very good in saying, "I don't like this. I don't want this." Well, this resistance is going to create heap loads of anxiety and worse still, suffering. The second alphabet in rain is A. A for acknowledging and accepting. Acceptance is not admitting defeat. Acceptance is also not giving up hope. In fact, it is one of the most powerful, hopeful things you can do. Acceptance allowed us to have clarity and to be able to open to the vast possibility that is beyond what we perceived. Acceptance also allowed us to move beyond ourselves, removing the big I. The I that says, "I don't like this, I don't want this." And be able to say, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done." What do I mean? Well, possibilities are always there if you don't say no to it. The third alphabet in the word rain is I. I is for in His presence in this moment. The reaches of our life is really at this very breath, at this very present moment. It is not about the past that is past and gone. It's also not the future that is yet to come. The only guarantee is really at this present moment, this present breath. This is really what life is all about. So instead of letting my mind being trapped in this paralyzing time tunnel of the past and the future, I intentionally hold my mind in the present moment, steadfast in God's promise. Isaiah 26:3 says, "In this steadfastness of mine, He keeps me in peace because I trust in Him." But really, it's only in this beautiful peace in our heart that we can have clarity in order to hear the inner guiding voice that will give you the congruent and synchronized strategy and blueprint for action. The fourth alphabet in the word rain is N. N stands for non-identifying. One huge obstacle that will prevent us from staying at the present moment, it is really identifying with a problem that is facing us. We are in a situation, but we are not the situation. So do not identify with the situation. The moment that we identify with a situation, we lose control. We lose the ability to appropriately take action. There's a lot of things that we can do if we are in a tight place at the current moment because of the pandemic. But the moment that we identify with a situation, we lose that ability. So if you have identified with the problem, you have identified with a situation, it is time to begin to disassociate yourself, to become an outsider, to become an observer, so that you can return to that creative richness state, generous present moment. What do I mean? Let me introduce you to an incident recorded in the Bible. In Mathew chapter 8, it records an incident where Jesus was caught in a storm together with his disciples. His disciples were quick to identify with the storm and quickly proclaim that they were going to drown. While Jesus didn't. He remained disassociated with the problem, remained in command, and he triumphed over. So the next time when you have a mental unrest, when your mental fort come under siege by anxiety and worry and fear, remember, just let it rain. And keeping one foot in front of the other at the present moment. If you are in a very unfavorable situation right now, in fact all of us are, do leave me a comment below and I would like to cover you in prayer. I hope this little technique helps you to preserve your mental capital and to navigate through this turbulence time and come out triumphantly. And thank you for watching. Be sure to smash the like button, click subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you won't miss any new video when it is uploaded. Don't just stop there. Share this channel, share this video with a friend or two who may need to hear the word of hope. Let's viral hope and not fear. I'll see you next time. Be blessed.